Hello, Rachel Connie here, Health and Energy Management Coach for leaders and professionals. And today I want to share an idea that I've been experimenting with in my own life. I have been experiencing periods of time where it feels like all the things that are not working in my life are kind of coming down on me all at once. Periods of feeling very frustrated, sometimes feeling hopeless, and not really being able to see how well things are going or what areas of my life are in a positive place, or being able to really connect with that space of gratitude within myself. So this led me to question, after experiencing this, so many times. I tend to be very persistent, and sometimes I'm just so convinced that I know exactly what's going on that I ignore the truth. But after experiencing this repetitively, I began to question, am I viewing this from a wrong perspective? Is there a new way that I could see this? What is the gift that these times, these frustrating times, are really trying to bring forward for me? And it led me to actually question the model that I was working from, my model of what getting to success looks like. So the model I'd been working from actually looks something like this. It's an upward trajectory where I am inspired, or I have an idea, where I take action on that idea, where I experience success or the payday from that idea, and then I repeat. And the idea is to get from success back to inspiration as quickly as possible with as little lag time as possible. But the problem with that is that I would not find myself able to do that. I haven't found myself able to jump from a success back to inspiration and action very easily. Sometimes there's projects that I invest my time on, that I work on, and I invest so deeply in them that when they come to completion, it's kind of like hitting a wall all of a sudden, and it just feels like I have got nothing more to give right now. And it's like a quiet space. It can be a quiet space, or like I described earlier, it can be a very frustrating space. But this model was not really working for me anymore. And what I realized is that what's missing from this model is the renewal time. The renewal time that comes after we've reached the success or the feedback space. So what I'd like to introduce is a new model that I'm working from now that actually involves the wisdom of the planet, the wisdom of the earth, and the wisdom of following through the seasons. So the inspiration time being the springtime, action being summer, where we feel very motivated, and then the feedback that we receive in the fall or the autumn or the harvest time, and then coming to renewal time, which is the winter, which is the going within, which is the quiet time, which is the void that really allows us to bring forth a new creation, to bring forth a new inspiration. And when we honor the renewal time, we actually are able to have a deeper and deeper experience where this circle continuing creates more and more sustainable success over the long term as we go through this pattern over and over through these seasons. And the renewal time, what happens when we skip over the renewal time is that we actually miss out on the period of time where we can ask what's working and what's not working, and that we can begin to go within and really experience, how are we feeling about what we're creating? How are we feeling about our experience? What would we like to be different? And this model has actually been working really well for me because it actually takes the judgment out of it for me to feel like being in a state of renewal is totally unacceptable. That being in a state of evaluating. And yet if you look at even major businesses, and if you're a business owner, I'm sure this resonates as well, is that we bring forward something, we create a project, we go through the steps of that project, and then we evaluate. How's that working for us? What results did it produce? How well do we want to continue this? How much do we want to continue this? Is this something we would like to repeat? And if not, then what are we going to be doing differently? So that can inform our next inspiration. And I just really loved the way that this idea and this model, which is not, a revolutionary model. A lot of businesses have a similar model, but how it fits and meshes so well with the wisdom of earth and the wisdom of the seasons. So I wanted to share that with you. See if that applies in your life as well. If you find yourself in a renewal time and you're finding yourself consistently frustrated or feeling like you're just stuck, allow acceptance to come into that. Allow acceptance to come, because that's usually right before we begin on a new trajectory, a new way of being, a new action step that's going to inform and affect our entire future. So coming to acceptance with that is actually the fastest way to get through that renewal time, and investing in yourself to really evaluate where you are. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I will look forward to connecting with you soon.